Right, I want to talk about another workflow that you can apply when doing parallel compression, and it's called the New York style parallel compression technique, and it's something that you may have heard of. And basically, it's where you do everything that we've done. You have your parallel compression bus channel, and you apply very heavy, very aggressive compression, but then there's some additional processing that we do as well. So we have our dry drum channels, which are all being routed to our drum bus here. There's no further processing going on. And then, of course, we have all of our sends for each of the channels. So these are copies of our dry drum channels that are going to our parallel compression bus. And then we have the compressor that we've been using, pretty aggressive settings as it is right now. Let's take a listen. But I'm going to actually increase the ratio, lower the threshold a bit more, just see if we can get it a bit more aggressive here. And that'll work for now. I just want something, we're really getting rid of a lot of those transients and getting a really overly compressed sound. So what we can do is grab an EQ, and once again, I might put the EQ before the compressor, I might put it after the compressor. A lot of times I'll do a custom EQ curve, but for this NY style parallel compression, typically you're going to do a shelf boost, the low end and high end. So you get some bigger lows, bigger highs, and really just kind of boost those frequencies to make this more of an aggressive move, an aggressive sound. So when you bring it into the dry mix, it has more of a profound impact. So even that has just a little bit of a nice little impact there. And then what we can also do, she's just going to bring the gain down a little bit. What we can do is roll off a little bit of that really low end. And then maybe boost a little bit more so we don't get those really low frequencies that get in the way. We can do the same if it gets too much high end, then we can roll a little bit of that off as well. But we're just going to do a few dB. I'm just doing it around 75 hertz and 9K, but this is going to be to taste. So now let's bring that in the mix and let's see what that sounds like. So even that one EQ move, makes a big difference. I'm going to bring down the high end a little bit. I'll get rid of the roll off, but I'm just going to bring that down a little bit. So very brief explanation of kind of the New York style parallel compression. Now, there's a few different takes on this. This is kind of my take on it. aggressive compression, and you kind of do a shelf boost on the lows, the highs, and you can be fairly aggressive with that as well because you're just going to be sneaking this in underneath the dry mix.